Welcome to another Sith List live stream. It's our second one ever. And thanks for joining us. I'm Mirage, and with me tonight for this amazing Book of Boba Fett finale, Chapter 7, co-host from the Sith List, Mr. Tom Chansky. What's up, buddy?
Not much. I'm looking forward to waking up on a Wednesday morning. It's kind of weird to say, but that's where I am.
So you don't stay up for the crazy 12 a.m.
No.
Like
I'm gonna get like maybe 6 hours of sleep. I won't turn my phone on tomorrow. First thing I'm gonna do, go to the big TV, watch Book of Boba, and then I will turn my phone on.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all good. And you're the East Coast, so I get it.
Yeah.
Well, Midwest.
Same.
And also, Mr. Randy LeJudice. What's up, buddy?
Hello everyone watching the show. This is only the second one, but it feels like we've been doing this forever.
Yeah, because we have. Yeah, we have. And speak of doing it forever, Mr. Les Gonzalez. I didn't mean it that way, Les. Les Gonzalez, what's up, buddy?
I don't even know what you meant by that. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's all good over here in the neighborhood. Let's go.
You ready for tonight?
Oh, yeah, for sure. For sure.
From the Outlaw Noah, amazing YouTube channel, Mr. Noah Outlaw. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how is everyone doing?
Look at you in that pro. Look at that. Look at the Boba Fett green back there.
No, I had to go green, a little orange up here. We're with the themes around here, so I'm excited. Should be an insane episode tonight. That's what I'm hoping for, at least.
Yes.
I want to say I got look. Correa, Altuve, and Dallas Keuchel here as Jedi, and they're
those are the Astros.
Yes, yeah, the Houston Astros, and I don't want to hear it from Angels fans at all.
Isn't there a Jedi creed not to cheat? And from the Convor call, Mr. Corey Van Dyke and Aubrey. What's happening? How you doing?
Hey. It's another day.
Hyped for Book of Boba.
Yeah, another day.
It's another day. It's just another regular day.
I'm hyped. I'm hyped to get Les's predictions on this episode where he has no expectations and then gets blown away because that seems to be working. So.
Right. I want that too.
Y'all can't take my formula. You have to find your own.
Listen, we talked about this, man. Like we went through the Marvel thing for so long of having expectations.
Yes.
We're just playing it smart.
But
go ahead,
Les. No, please.
Okay, what I was going to say is this, and it's something that I think Randy backed me up on our last pizza night. When Star Wars sends it, they fully send it. Like when it's time to deliver, they drop bombs, dude. They don't mess around. Like I have to give it to them. Marvel will always pull that hey, something looks like it's coming and it doesn't happen, and you're like, oh, sorry guys, it did. But Star Wars, they never mess around. They always show up and always deliver, and I love that.
You're absolutely right. And when they hint at something, they deliver quickly. Actually, it's pretty crazy how fast they put it out for the next episode. But I do want to say, last episode, I did say you're gonna get Luke, we're gonna get Grogu, and we're gonna get Cad Bane. I said that last episode, so I want to pat on my own back here. Okay, I think Noah said
that too. I added Kira.
You added Kira,
so I'll give a little pat.
No, I absolutely. Right. I'm glad you guys are here. Thank you guys for showing up. This is going to be amazing. This episode tonight, it's going to be a lot of fun. And people in the chat, thank you guys for showing up. There's already an FU Corey. I see. You got fans in the chat.
Whim.
Fans in the
Hey,
Whim.
yeah, what's up, Whim?
Yes, yeah.
How you doing?
Right. And we're missing a couple of
watch.
Thank you, John.
Well, there's a lot of Boo watch right now. Boo is not feeling too well, so he's relaxing at home. Eric might pop in a little bit later, so some of the Sith List is still.
There must be a Wallace and Gromit marathon somewhere.
Right. We found out that Boo's a huge fan of Wallace and Gromit, and he thinks everybody else is as well. And
Noah is not. That's
I am not either. I hate those.
Boo is very disappointed in you.
Yeah.
Then. He's very upset that y'all are not lovers of Wallace and Gromit.
Exactly.
I can't do the Wallace and Gromit and like the chicken run. The animation just scares me kind of.
Yeah, I don't like it.
What if there was Star Wars claymation though?
I wouldn't watch it.
Oh, I don't know about that.
No, I'm just kidding. Yes.
He
yes.
is.
Yeah.
He is.
He's at fucking Legends right now.
Yes. That's funny. Guys, before we start, I want to do a little moment of silence. Hopefully this is not what really happened, but let's do a tribute. I think we should. If I could put a tear down my eye, I would right now.
So Figrin Dan and the modal nodes, they're just chopped liver, huh?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
They are.
Yes.
Yes, they are. They are. They absolutely are. Do you think she's alive still somehow, some way?
I think she's gone, but there was someone posted on Twitter. There's a screen grab from Revenge of the Sith in the Opera House when Anakin is running up the steps. A female Twi'lek similarly dressed is there, and people are saying that's her.
If you don't see her die, then she's not really dead. I think Randy in our podcast had a great way of her surviving. What did you say, Randy, last week?
Oh, when the place blew up, I thought a bucket of water splashed on her and she just danced her way out.
Oh, that would be epic if that happened.
No
For
flash
those
dance.
of you all in our age bracket,
fuck,
there's
hell,
only one
dude,
reason
bro.
we want Jennifer.
Fucking
Feel
age
alive.
myself. Shit.
Corey,
Just so you guys know,
Corey's
I'm
like,
62.
what do you, Corey, Noah, and Aubrey are like, yeah, you guys are old.
Wait, is she from?
Even if Corey was of
Yes,
that age,
no,
it wouldn't
she's
fucking
from
matter.
Flashdance.
I didn't know.
Sleeping?
She's the main character in Flashdance.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yes.
feeling.
Yes.
The famous scene that is like spoofed in a lot of other movies where
Deadpool,
someone's,
for
like
sure.
in the chair and they
Mhm.
lean
Yep.
back and they pull a cord and like the water drops on them.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, let's get into some Boba Fett talk. First of all, let's Aubrey and Corey, I want to get your take on that crazy last episode. And was it too much too quickly? I mean, for me, no, but some people might say that it was just a lot. So what do you guys think about that last episode?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it because to me it like checked the box of so many scenes I've always wanted to see. It's definitely strange in its placement, but I don't care. That's the thing. It was so exciting like from start to finish that I don't want to be like, it's in the Book of Boba Fett show, so like it sucks. Like, no, I loved it. It was incredible. I mean, I genuinely don't think I have any complaints about that episode. It's almost I think it's perfect. I think personally for me, over even like Luke and Ahsoka, I think the Cad Bane moment was it, because it's just the way that they set that up, the tension between Cad Bane and Cobb Vanth. And I don't know, like the way that Cad Bane translated into live action is perfectly done. Like sometimes when they try to do it, you can like almost start critiquing it a little too much. Like I remember when Ahsoka first came on screen, I was like, I'm hyped, but wow, I need to get used to this for a second. I still loved it, but with Cad Bane, I was like, oh, that's a perfect 1-to-1, and just the way that they did it was perfect. So yeah, I have no complaints about that episode. I loved it, and I like my fake Luke.
You're right. I did too.
Not much fake about him, honestly.
That's-
I mean,
He looks
Yeah, like-
that's Luke to me right there. I mean, he looks.
I
incredible.
100% agree. But
Yeah.
Well, yeah, he looked amazing. I thought he looked amazing. And the thing is, I'm going to go to Aubrey in a second to find what she thought about it. But for me, it brought me back to when I was a little kid playing with action figures and
right.
Mhm.
and like playing those moments out where I never ever thought I would get a chance to see. You know, maybe in animation one day, or you read them in comic books, but we just saw it in live action. And I know people say that the sound had no soul. Dude, it had enough soul to give me goosebumps throughout the entire scene that he was in and every scene that he popped in. So, yeah, spot on. I enjoyed it completely. Aubrey, what was your take on that last episode?
The last episode, I thought it was really good. It surprised me. It was not something I was expecting. I did suspect that we weren't going to get a ton of Boba in the episode, so I wasn't disappointed in that way. But yeah, it did feel like, yeah, you're playing with toys or you're writing fan fiction or something. And like my mind was blown the whole time. If you watch our reaction, I was crying the whole time and I was a total mess. It was really, really good. I think I was especially like intrigued by Luke, both with the storytelling and how they wrote him. Like he was written so well. I was very angry with Luke, and I'm still a little bit personally angry with him in what
Right.
he was making Grogu choose.
Right. We'll talk about that in a second. Yeah.
Visually, and with his voice was just amazing. My dad works in like video like technology, and so a lot of his technology is actually in like a lot of VFX work, and specifically with deep faking, he created a lot of that technology that's used in that.
Oh my gosh,
so
that's amazing.
It was fun to watch it and be like, okay, I know that this is his field and stuff. This is wild. And then watching it with him, he was like pretty happy. But it was funny then to watch that last scene of the rescue again and be like,
Right.
oh no, he looks so creepy.
Oh,
and
yeah,
scary.
that's rough. That's rough going back to now. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. And that's a great segue. Noah, I wanted to ask you this, because it's getting so good, the deep fake stuff. Is this the wave of the future for Star Wars? I mean, are we going to get, I saw you put a tweet out, are we going to get Han tonight? And I would just freak out if we get Han. But are we going to get Lando? Are we going to get, I mean, it's just the opportunities or possibilities are endless. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the possibilities are endless. I mean, whatever, they've proven to us that they can do this, and it's going to get better. You know what I mean? As it does. Like, it's going to get better. So, because of course, there's going to be moments where you're like, well, okay, right there, I see it. But I do think we're going to get to a point where we won't be able to, we'll obviously know because Harrison Ford or whoever, or Luke or Mark Hamill or Billy D, obviously we know they're not 32 years old, but like it'll look just like it. And so, no, I mean, I think the possibilities are endless, and this opens up a whole new world for Star Wars storytelling, which I do think I think they're going to utilize it a lot, as they should. So I hope they do.
Yeah, not only for Star Wars, but for the Sith List. I'm really hoping there's a deep fake for all of us. That'd be amazing. I would love that.
I take late nights off.
yeah, exactly.
But no, I think Noah has a great point, and the thing is, Star Wars has to tell these stories. If they didn't do it this way, they would tell it in a book or comic, and people would be like, "Why are you telling it in a book or in a comic?" The best way to do it is in live action, and the technology still might not work for people, but at least you're doing it in the way Lucasfilm does it. They're doing it with Mark Hamill's consent. You know, he's likely getting paid for it. He's likely getting taken care of for it.
That's a good point.
So, you know, it might be an ethical question in some people's eyes, which I understand, but at the same time, they're doing this to the best they can and giving the audience the best product rather than, you know, putting it in a book, which I wouldn't complain about, but I get that some people would.
Right. And there's some, you know, Randy just put up a comment in our comment section. This ultimatum. Let's dive into this, and I want to get Les's take right here. I want to get everybody's take on this one, because this is a big one for me, because this really upset me, and I think it upset a lot of people that Luke gave him that choice after everything Luke's been through and the decisions that he made specifically to go save his father because he thought he had good and still had good in him, and to save his friends' lives. For him to give Grogu that ultimatum was a little bit off for me. And I'm surprised Filoni had that in there in a story that he directed. Les, what do you think about that?
I think what should happen, if we're gonna like try to build this timeline and speculate and draw everything together, because guess what? That's the story they're gonna tell. Everything is going to lead straight to Force Awakens. It's safe to say that. I think what happens is this is one of the first quote failures that Luke may have to experience as a quote Jedi master. And starting, you know, at the new order of the Jedi, of whatever he wants to call it, you know. I think what happens is it's also a test of Luke. And if Grogu does change or does choose, you know, the chainmail armor, is Luke going to take this as a setback? Or is he going to say, oh my goodness, this is crazy, Like, I can't believe he chose that. Or is he going to say, you know what? It's fine. Like, you know what I mean? What type of lesson does this become for Luke? You know what I mean? That's how I'm going to look at it as.
Right. Gotcha. By the way, we just got our first super chat.
Oh my goodness.
And it's so Sith List. It says, show us your Sith. I wish I could show you the Sith, but
not on YouTube, y'all.
Not on YouTube. But I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Page.
That is our OnlyFans page.
Hey, can I say something real quick? Yeah, we really do appreciate that. I'm looking at the chat, the comments, and I'm seeing all the names and some really familiar names and a lot of people that have rocked with us for a long time, and some people that helped pave the way for us to even get to this point. So it's great to see cool people, man. Just love all of you guys for this, in all honesty, man.
This is cool.
I'm about to switch from looking at the comments because I'm seeing awesome names and cool people.
Are you getting a little emotional right now? You can get emotional.
I am.
It's fine.
Damn.
It's all right.
Oof.
I'll CGI tears in your eyes. If you're faking it.
Les Chat wants to know if you even squat, bro.
Ha! Don't make me flex. I'm leaving it at that.
Well, I thought you were flexing, Les.
Oh, really?
Perpetually flexing.
He's just perpetually flexed, just like tense. He's tense all the time. That's why he's so good on the reaction videos. He's just like this. Constantly.
You should see where I'm taking those pictures when I'm like this.
Oh, Les.
Well, Les.
Come on, man.
Get out of here. I don't want to see your face anymore. Just get out of here. Wow.
That's as far out of pocket that I'm ever going to get.
Yeah, man. It's awful. It's awful. Okay, so I got your take, Les. Noah, Aubrey, what's your take on this? What's the ultimatum? I know this ultimatum thing has become a big deal. Do we think that Luke is going to pretty much, hey, Brittany Brown, what's up? Do we think that he's at the end of the day going to just say, hey, you can pick whatever you want? Or he's going to be pretty firm on this?
I think I read it as him, I know, having like a lesson in attachment. I think I saw someone just mention in chat something about how potentially Ahsoka's views on attachment and how it affect Anakin could change how Luke feels about attachment in the Jedi Order as well, and not wanting something bad to happen, which could end up with how Kylo Ren happens. But at the same time, like, he has Leia and he has Han, and as Brent mentioned also in the comics, like, a lot of his lesson in the original trilogy was he decided to choose his friends. He decided to leave Yoda to go save them because he loved them and he wanted to do that. And so I think it would be hypocritical if he's just telling Grogu, like, it's me or this person who's your family. But I really hope that's not the case.
Right.
And I don't know what I think is going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. I have a feeling, though, because the books and stuff have said that Ben was like the first student. I don't think that Grogu's going to stay with Luke.
I don't either. I don't think that's happening. I think, and also, I think it was Eric on our podcast said they have been emphasizing that shell on that starfighter constantly and how empty it is. And that's and he was mentioning that's a perfect spot for Grogu to be cruising in there. You know how many little hot toys they can sell that thing? You know how awesome it would be with him in there, like having a great time in that shell? Corey would have like 20 of them.
Oh, you know it. Let's go.
Let's go. Randy, what do you think about this, man? Do you think that this is something that's a bigger deal than we're making, or is it it's pretty interesting?
It feels like it's pretty in line with Luke as far as I've known him. He's always making mistakes. He makes mistakes all the time. That's kind of like always been his MO. So he always fucks up and things just kind of work out like Harry Potter.
A real hero.
Yeah. Right. But I think obviously I think he's going to have to learn a lesson from that because it can't go the other way. That'd be kind of fucked.
Yes, that would be. Well, we'll see. King Tom, you think he's going to, what do you think, King Tom, what do you think he's picking, dude, at the end of the day?
I think somehow he's going to pick both. You know, like we talked about last week, I wasn't a fan of the forced choice. And I'm hoping it works out somehow. He's able to do both.
Yeah, me too. That would be a pretty rad scene to see him in that chainmail wielding that saber. And how in the world did he get that saber? I don't know, but I hope. Look at Mike Pappas.
Why are y'all? What man? Super chats. Gotta love him.
Thank you guys.
Gotta
Thank you. Appreciate it, Pappas. We love Mike Pappas, by the way.
Hey, Pappas.
I think
I would
have
have Pappas on
live,
here.
baby. Live, baby. Mike Pappas forever.
I would have had
Always.
Pappas on here, but we had to. Has to be like rated for children as well. So I couldn't
PG-13, y'all.
I couldn't bring Pap Daddy in here. Let's see. Well, I want a hot toy Naboo fighter. Yes, that would be amazing. There's all kinds of stuff. We'll probably get that 5 years from now, but that would be amazing to get. It would be amazing to get.
Right.
So the flashback scene, guys. King Tom and I were having a discussion about the flashback scene, and I want to get Corey. I want to get your everybody's take on this, but Corey, the flashback scene. I have a theory that kind of got debunked by King Tom, but I'm still going to give it to you. Okay?
I like it, though.
Okay. So I was talking to a coworker today, and he was mentioning I'm not going to take full credit because it was kind of his theory. He was mentioning that he thinks it's R2 that saves Grogu. And the way that we see the flashback, it feels like he's in some kind of little dome kind of thing. Can R2, first of all, fit little Grogu in his astromech shell? Is that even possible? But R2, was he at the temple during Order 66? That's another question. But wouldn't that make sense? Doesn't R2 make a little shake when he sees Grogu in the rescue at the end of season 2 of The Mandalorian? That they kind of know each other. So what's your take on this, Corey? Is this something that is possible? Or am I totally off on this? Can Grogu fit in an astromech?
I mean, why not? Do something new, change it up. For sure.
Corey looks like he's got some information that he can't say. I know the Corey's face, so I'm going to go to no on this just to not get Corey in trouble.
That's even go to me. What do you want?
No.
Well, no, you can go to me. I do think R2 could fit Grogu in there. I do think he could do that, and I do think they've probably seen each other before.
Okay.
If I had to guess, I'd say they've probably seen each other before. Well, because R2 doesn't get excited about much. I feel like at this point in his life, he's seen a lot of things.
He's gone through a lot of shenanigans at this point.
Yeah, so he's not just gonna see some little thing and be like, like he's gonna get a little hyped about it. I mean, he's gonna get hyped about seeing an old buddy. So, I don't know if I think R2 is the one. I like the theory, but I don't know if he's the one who saved him. But
yeah, it's not that I actually have information on it. It's just my brain. Apologies for what I'm about to say. And he's passed on, so rest in peace. But for some reason in my brain, I thought about Grogu being in the R2 Dome with Kenny Baker, and that's what my head went to. So I was gymnastics of that.
So when I asked you if there was room, you were literally thinking if you would fit in there with Kenny Baker. Oh, yeah, I get it.
What I was thinking. I don't know why.
I need to do this right there. There it is. That is perfect. That is perfect.
My mom mentioned the Shawshank Shark Redemption thing that happened last night.
Yes,
Shawshank.
Aubrey, were you embarrassed to be sitting next to Corey? And I was like, actually, no, I thought it was funny. But that moment right there, that was the moment that I got a little bit embarrassed.
Hey, you never listen. You don't understand.
Corey, I agree with you, dude. I totally understand. I totally get it.
These are genuine questions you have to ask yourself.
You're right about that. I didn't even think about that, and I'm kind of glad I didn't think about that option. I got another option for you. Okay, I got another option. How about? And this has been crapped on continuously. Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
Hey, that's my buddy Josh. That's Josh.
Oh, is that Josh?
No, different Josh. Well, buddy of mine, Josh.
I just said Josh. I don't really know a Josh. I just wanted to act like I knew him. But thank you, Josh. That's awesome, buddy.
Yeah, and Tony from 2/3 Nerds. He's the one who got this party started with the first.
Thank you. That's right.
Also, Josh's Kisser's going to show up and save the day, and I think I think he's onto something there, honestly.
Kitster.
But has he learned how to high five yet?
Well, who really knows how to high five? You know
Right.
what I mean? Like it's kind of you have to practice it a lot. So
How come no one thinks Grogu is capable of just going full dark mode, wiping out the whole damned hallway, passing out and getting scooped up out of there?
Les, let me stop you.
That's my thing.
Okay, but who scoops him up? My initial theory was that Anakin sees him. Anakin's behind the 501st. This was my initial theory. Anakin's behind the 501st, right? Grogu sees those Jedis get wasted. He gets so angry, he crushes them all. Okay?
Yep.
And then Anakin sees how powerful Grogu is, scoops him up.
Yes.
And that's how he's in the hands
possession
of the Empire.
That's right. That's
but then our friend Sal Perales, who we love dearly, said that no, you're crazy because Anakin's main goal was to save Padme. So he would have killed Grogu instantly if he would have saw her. So I don't know. It's all speculation from here, but that's what we do. We speculate.
Yeah, that'll work. He's got a point there
he
too.
Just hid in like a fire duct. I mean, like my guy is little.
Well, yeah, like Yoda did that in Revenge of the Sith. So.
Or like
but he still gets caught. He still ends up in their possession. So we got to figure out how that happens.
But maybe they don't even see him and they just walk right by him. That would suck. Could you imagine?
That'd be so funny.
That would be so rad. They just walk right by him and he just turns around and looks at him like, "Hey, I'm right here." That would
stands really still next to a painting.
He hides in a clone.
Well, wouldn't he be smaller technically too at that point? Because that's what, like 25 years prior, 30 years prior,
something like that.
So he's like a what are those things called? Grapes? Like a grape?
He's like 10 inches, Corey.
Yeah. What are those things called? Grapes?
There it is again. We should have the Corey cam for Randy. That's what we're gonna do. What are those things called? Grapes. Yeah. Here's the thing: are we even going to find out this episode? Or are we saving this? King Tom, are we saving this for Mandalorian season 3?
I think they're saving it for Mando or Ahsoka.
Oh, Tracy Moon, Eric Struthers rules. Tracy, by the way, thank you so much. That's amazing. But does that mean that you're paying $20 because Eric isn't here? Because we'll kick him out of the podcast if you want. Just kidding. We love Eric. $20. That's a lot. Thank you, Tracy. Appreciate it.
Shout out to Tracy.
Yeah. It's gonna be Barris. Oh,
Barris at a Grogu. Very possible, Josh. Very possible.
I just hope some of those questions get answered. I hope we do get to see them.
I do. Well, I do think. Well, I'm kind of going back and forth on it, not to change the topics or anything, but.
Oh, please.
I know this also might be a question you already were going to ask, Garage, but
no, I'm out of questions.
I feel like the way they ended that, flashback was kind of, obviously we wanted to know more. They obviously left us like, oh, you don't know what happened, but do y'all think we're going to see the rest of that flashback next episode? Or do you think they're going to wait till Mando season 3?
Yeah, that's what I was asking King Tom. Yeah. I think he said season 3. I hope it's definitely going to be Bears. I hope we see it this episode because that would suck to leave us wondering.
Nah, Raj, it wouldn't.
What do you mean? Are you disagreeing with me?
That would be a great way to start Mando season 3.
Oh, okay.
Give us that flashback in the first 10 minutes or in that first episode, and then just ride the season out.
So we won't see Grogu and Luke in this episode, right? If that's what you're saying.
Oh, wait. What do we? Hold on. Sorry.
Well, I'm just saying if you're going to see Luke and Grogu, I think we see the flashback. If we are not going to get them to help Mando
Luke has to
and Boba this week, I don't know.
But then we get to see them in the first episode of Mando.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
Mando. Yeah. If it doesn't happen now, it's going to happen somewhere else, and it's
Luke is a mainstay. I think Luke is a mainstay now.
No, I'm telling you,
on every episode.
No, from here on out,
every show.
This is how they're going to close the gap. This is the best way to do it too. I don't know if anybody will just. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but I really feel this is the best way for them to close those gaps, and to have the sequel trilogy, but just build through all the Disney Plus shows. It gives them great content. It gives everybody chances to, rekindle certain things. It's just a lot to provide.
You're saying Marvelizing it.
Not so much, because all the Marvel Disney Plus shows kind of don't tie anything together. Some of them do through some flashbacks, maybe post-credit scenes, but the storylines, for the most part, I mean, they're scattered here and there, and they may allude to certain parts, but they are not bringing things together. At some point, things are going to end in the Star Wars Disney Plus universe that lead to Finn popping his head up from the dunes, or them going to wipe out that village in the very beginning of Force Awakens.
Yeah.
Right.
And Kylo kills that old man.
But I do think that these Marvel shows, now we're jumping up to Marvel, but these Marvel shows, and King Tom can attest to this, the new phase of Marvel, all these shows are going to tie into the new phase, right?
That for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was talking about.
I think the thing, I'd love to see Luke, but I think he's almost too big of a character. And I'm going to be wrong, and we're going to see him tomorrow, but he's almost too big of a character, because if you bring him to Tatooine, he's fighting on the side of Boba, and then that takes away,
right.
Yes, Boba has not been in the last 2 episodes, but that takes away from the main character of this series. Luke Skywalker solves every problem he has.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can't do he flies in at the last minute to drop off Grogu, because that's what happened the last, at the end of Mandalorian.
Right.
That could be
I think they can do that.
Yeah, I was gonna say that could be the sort of it's like poetry of rhymes. Like instead of rescuing Grogu, he's brought back. And wow,
still ideas from the chat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think that could happen.
Drop him off with the parachute. He's just floating down.
Well, I could see that actually being the case, and I think it could happen where Luke shows up at the end of this episode, and after the fighting's done, so Luke doesn't have to get involved. Because I'm with you, Tom. I don't want to see Luke come to Tatooine and, I'll help. I don't want that.
Right.
But I do think that he could show up at the end of this episode and say, Dan's, why are you here? How he talks, and then he's going to show up and be like, well, Grogu wanted to come back with you, or wanted to go to you. He picked the Mandalorian. He wants to be a foundling. And I think that could be how it is.
What about in the post-credit scene?
Yeah,
I'd
that's
take
what I was
that.
thinking. Yeah.
Okay, that would work a little better, because what's he going to do? Drop him down in the aftermath of a straight up old school Bonnie and Clyde gun battle?
What I miss.
Right. Yeah.
Right. We could have used you. I saw a quick highlight.
It was Chapman.
Yeah, Chapman. What's up, man? How you doing? I think Luke, if he did show up in the thick of things, he probably wouldn't give a crap. But recognizing Den, and then also recognizing Boba Fett, he'd probably be like, "Oh, okay, one guy's a bad guy, one guy's what's going on here." He's for sure going to be intrigued at the minimum. But yeah, I could see him just saying, "I'm better than that," possibly.
Can you imagine if we see Han and Boba in the same scene, in the same place? That would be insane. That'd be crazy.
Yeah.
You want to see a reaction episode? You just watch me there.
I tweeted about it earlier. I do think they're going to show up. I think Han's going to be in this episode.
Oh no, you can't do this.
I think Han's going to be in
Randy,
this
you're saying
nothing's
no
happening.
or
Nothing's happening. Nothing's happening.
This guy, let me bring this up, because I thought it was so funny. Is like, when you do the show, Les is doing the whole, I'm not expecting anything. This is, I'm going into it, nothing. And I was watching the episode, and like, what are we, 2 minutes in? And we see Luke Skywalker? And I went, well, you know what, Les? Let's do this every week, my guy. Let's do this every week. Because this is what we get when Les is like, it's just going to be an episode where they're in an ice cave, fighting a spider or something.
Yeah, with a frog woman.
Right, yeah.
Les, give me a prediction right now. Please say it's nothing.
I already said absolutely nothing's going to happen. They're just going to fight in the dusty streets, and that's that.
That's all I want. That's all I want. And we are going to see, though. I will tell you this: we are going to see Boba and Cad do a little Western gun battle. What do you think there, Corey? Am I right? Didn't Filoni have this scene and he couldn't finish it?
Yeah, you can't not put that in there now. I mean, it's so perfect. Now, my biggest question for it though is, are we going to get a flashback to when that initially went down? Because my theory, maybe it's not time for theories yet, so let me not give them. But
Oh, give your theories, please. This we're doing. We're all over the place, dude. This is man.
Excellent.
This is a
Okay.
Sith
This is
list,
the
buddy.
Sith list. Yeah. What are you
Awesome.
doing? Nah.
Awesome, great. So I feel like Cad Bane, obviously he got hit in the head because in Bad Batch he takes off his little hat and he's got the little metal rod thing there. You would think he wouldn't be too pleased with Boba Fett for that. Right. So I could see all these years him just kind of trying to catch up to Boba, but he never really gets around to it. And now this is the opportunity for revenge in a way. So I feel like you kind of have to show the audience why he feels that way. Or maybe they won't, but I feel like that would be cool to do, because you have other characters in that scene. For those who don't know, there was an arc for the Clone Wars that was about Cad Bane and Boba Fett's relationship, which I think is super important to show their dynamic now. And they have beef because Boba wants to protect these villagers and Cad Bane thinks they should be killed. And so and also they encounter Tuskens at one point and Cad Bane like guns them down. So I have a theory that Cad Bane's the one who gunned down the Tuskens.
Yes, Corey, I like it.
Leader bike gang, because then you really got a conflict there and a more personal vendetta going on. Also, Cad Bane's just the coolest. So didn't Fennec allude to that? Didn't she say this? Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yes. That was not a throwaway line. The minute she said that, I was like, oh man. Right. Now, don't get me wrong, they still deserve to be destroyed by Boba Fett, but I think that's what they've been setting up. But to go off what Noah was saying about Han Solo, I'm just going to give like crazy theories and say we're going to see everyone in this episode. I think it's going to be absolutely insane. I also think this is going to be like a 70-minute episode.
Oh my Lord!
See a bunch.
Yeah. Holy mackerel!
It would be kind of surprising if it was shorter than last week's.
I agree. Yeah.
They have so much they have to tie up.
Yeah, there's a lot to loose ends to tie. My goodness.
Oh, also,
if Boba shows up, though, he will say one word.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, exactly.
We'll take it.
Maybe take off his helmet if we're lucky.
I just want him to say Tatooine. I love when he's Tatooine.
Everyone's talking about like potential post-credit scene stuff. I think there's going to be 2.
Oh.
I think there's going to be Tales of the Jedi tease with Luke Skywalker for his show. And I think, and this is probably the one that I'm most off on, but it would be a really good way to start promoting what's next. I say we get a Kenobi teaser at the very, very end.
If not, I will be mad, but also not surprised.
Well, I've caused that. Yeah.
So what is this Tales of the Jedi stuff, Corey? Let our viewers hear.
Yeah, there's a series that's in development called Tales of the Jedi, and like no one knows what it's about, if it's animated, if it's live action. But based on like last week's episode, I totally feel like that's got to be a Luke show.
Well, so the reason people know about Tales of the Jedi, they're like context-wise, is Lucasfilm always has holiday crew gifts,
right?
And at one point in England, a few, I think ILM people were given these crew gifts of like a Crossley like turntable, and on the box it had all the projects on one side and on the other side, and if you looked it was like Kenobi, Bad Batch season 2, all these things that everyone knew about, except there was one different one. It said Tales of the Jedi.
Yeah,
so that no one knows anything about it. It's all a mystery.
Wow. Okay. My goodness.
I think a mystery until tonight.
Until tonight.
Very similar to what Book of Boba Fett was.
Exactly.
What Mando season 2. We had no idea what Book of Boba Fett was.
I just will never forget Noah, and I just been like, guys, this is a Boba shit. Excuse me. Boba Fett show coming out.
Some Boba shit.
That show turns into that.
I don't know what's going on. There's a Boba Fett show coming out. Everyone's like, "You're crazy!" And then at the end of Mandalorian season 2, they showed it. So I hope they do it.
Yeah, I did. Well, also, so I want to throw this in there. Tales of the Jedi is possible. I do think we might get something for that. I don't think we're going to get Kenobi anything.
Yeah,
I don't. But what I do think is, I don't think they put that Ahsoka scene. I don't think Ahsoka showed up for nothing in this. I think we are going to get a post-credit scene of Ahsoka, and maybe she goes and maybe we see her and Sabine.
I like that.
Let's go find that.
Oh my gosh!
I think
this is what you guys do.
Yeah.
These are shooting for the stars here. Take it easy, guys.
Poor Rod.
That's how people get upset.
It's exactly, Randy, how people get upset.
Listen to less sometimes. Like, you know.
No, for sure.
Just sometimes, because I am not the smartest. I will tell you right now, I make a lot of dumb mistakes, but I'm okay every now and then. I'm bad at 2%. The 2% that I'm good at is the best 2% ever. There you go.
Yeah.
King Tom, you think we're going to see Boba riding that beautiful Rancor?
We better. I do not want them to, skimp on that or save it for season 2. I want to see that. I want to see Danny Trejo and Boba on the Rancor.
Yeah. I think we definitely get that. The more I'm thinking about it, I think we get like an episode that's like an hour 10. So I really hope we get that because they need to. All the stuff they set up a lot of stuff, but we haven't seen Boba in 2 episodes.
Right.
So they got a lot to do,
That is true. Corey Pope just put out
Corey Pope.
Thank you, buddy.
Okay, first of all, I gotta say this. Is there any type of version in Star Wars of some type of like dragon, but like a lizard? Like if that is Emilia Clarke, so that would be Kira turning, and she's got 2 or 3 crazy little like Star Wars lizards.
Well, we saw
dragons.
We saw a little mini dragon, didn't we? Right when
Boba just like
came out,
and you just go, "Oh my God, Kira is the mother of dragons, dude." That would be a nice touch, man. All the homages that they've been throwing out this season to like the Terminator stuff, everything that to Game of Thrones would be a legit homage.
There is one High Republic book where there are Jedi riding flying dragons.
Yeah,
those are like not sit on your shoulder dragons. Those are
still
big as
they
a
start
house
somewhere. They start somewhere.
Jedi alchemy.
Oh, there is Jedi alchemy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say about Thrawn's got dragons too?
No, in Legends, those like dragon-like creatures are created through like Force alchemy.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's all good, then. All good.
Steel. Oh man, I miss Steel.
Me too, Josh.
I miss Steel, man.
Oh, if we saw Thrawn in that.
I'll have a heart attack. I'll have a heart attack.
Oh.
You want to see somebody turn blue? Put Thrawn out there.
Oh, that's your next costume. That's your next costume, Mirage.
That's what.
Let's get Sal and all the builders in the community to build Thrawn a nice, build a Raj a nice Thrawn cosplay, y'all.
I've read all the books. I'm re-listening. I don't read. Re-listening to the other books. Wow, yeah, it's amazing.
There you go, Raj. I think that's your project for the next year, dude.
Right.
Or the next few months for Celebration.
Yeah, who's all going to Celebration, by the way, in the chat room?
The Celebration is happening, though?
I know COVID's going.
Oh.
Anyone else?
Randy? That's bad vibes. That's bad vibes, Randy. I don't want to see it.
It happens.
Just
we'll
kidding.
be going with N95s and gloves.
Yeah, it's. I hope to see everybody in the chat room.
Dare
over there.
How fucking dare you, sir?
Yes, that is so funny.
Pass as.
Now, if all the fathers in the chat know who Blippy is,
we're gonna call you.
I have to honor my duty of like keying like certain comments, and I couldn't let that one go, even though I wanted to.
Right, Randy's in charge of the chat room, by the way. So I'm very impressed that you put that one in there, Randy.
Who is Blippy?
For you fathers, my son loves Blippy and watches Blippy maybe, and I know Steele's son Harry watches Blippy, and Blippy has been a part of my life now for 2 years, and he's taught a lot to my son. So I appreciate Blippy, but some people think Randy looks like Blippy. I know Brittany and Boo are big fans of that theory.
Oh, Randy.
Everyone knows.
Like
Boo says everyone knows I look like Blippy.
And I like how everybody's Googling who Blippy is just to be able to put it together. Just to be able to put the look. They're already fitting the look on you by just scrolling through their phones on the quick. That's crazy, man.
Right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You're gonna do that for the Sith List Halloween party.
Oh, look at this. KG Blippy is actually hot. Take it, Randy.
Dude,
take it.
Check that. Let's see that. It's flashing. It's flashing.
It is flashing. It is flashing.
Yeah, Randy's a king. Let's not get it twisted. You know what I mean? Like,
no.
Randy,
Randy's OG king. I know there's King Tom in here, but there's King Randy was there too.
That's true. King Tom.
Thanks, I appreciate that, guys.
Yeah, right.
This is the Blippy pre-show for the next episode.
Blippy.
I got really. Let's get high for Blippy. It's coming out soon.
Right.
Blippy reacts.
Blippy reacts would be a huge thing.
Oh
I'm
my
telling you,
god, Blippy would
we
kill
got to do it. And if Randy dressed as Blippy, reacting to
you.
Blippy, that'd be so meta. I'd love it. That'd be amazing. Oh my gosh. Well,
no, Lumberjack Nick, we haven't seen.
No. We are not doing that, y'all.
remember when they said show your Sith? That's what they were talking about, Randy.
It's happening.
Yeah, this is
The
degenerate.
Sith is
This is becoming a Sith List show real quick.
This is how
We need to get back on track here. Well, prediction time. That's all we've been doing this whole time is predicting.
Right.
So here's my quick prediction, because me and Noah kind of got it last time. So hopefully the same. We're gonna see Kira. He did poo on his friend. Blippy did poo before he became Blippy. He did poo on his friend, and Tracy Moon has a prediction, but yeah, Blippy actually defecated on somebody, and it became a whole issue. You know, prediction: the Sith List will wrath of the Walamit fans after
In other
last
words,
week's
just
Wallace
Carlos
and
Buarqueo.
Oh yes, no, just
Wallace? Is that what
Wallace.
they're called?
That's
Man,
it.
they
That's
have
what they're
a
going to be
name.
called.
Thank you,
That's
Tracy.
true.
Appreciate it.
All
Yeah,
right.
appreciate it.
Brawless
I'm
is better,
saying-
but it's
I'm
cool.
saying Kira. I'm saying we don't see Luke and Grogu until the final scene in the post-credit scene. That's my theory. And we're gonna see that showdown with Boba Fett. And we're gonna find out who's in charge of the Pikes. That's why I'm saying Kira can't just be the Pikes. So that's my take. We're gonna find out. And by the way, how are they gonna win? I know they got Chrysanthemum and they have Mando and Boba, but that's like a whole army of Pikes coming in.
Yeah.
How in the world are they gonna beat them?
No, what the biker gang, man? What?
Oh, the modes. My bad.
They got their
Mods.
Vespas. They're good.
No, they're not the mods of the modes in my head. King Tom.
Yeah, no, I'm totally kidding. I'm being very sarcastic.
No, I know you are, buddy. I know
Yeah.
you are. So am I. It is the mods, by the way. And the main mod, the female, what's her name? Fantastic.
Sophie Thatcher.
Drash. Well, Drash is her character name.
Sophie what?
Thatcher.
Sophie Thatcher.
Just started watching Yellow Jackets. I know Les is going to be very excited about this.
Oh, is it good?
Yes, it's phenomenal. I saw 4 episodes. Les is pretty hot, evidently. So saw Yellow Jackets. Loved it. So big plug for
Hold on, wait,
Sophie
run that
Thatcher.
by me again. It took my ear.
Oh, thank God you did. Yellow Jacket's phenomenal. Sophie Thatcher's great in it. So if you like her and you liked her as a mod, please check Yellow Jackets out. I'm not done with it. I'm in 4 episodes in, but we'll be talking.
No. 4
Oh.
episodes in.
Yeah, I've watched
That's
4 episodes.
great. That's
Okay.
great.
pretty
Oh,
good.
okay. All right,
That's
thanks.
great.
All right.
It's a lot. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think that's further than I made it through Succession.
Did you hear that, Steele? One of the great shows. on
Don't
television.
do this, Randy. Do not
Succession.
do this, because if they start slandering Yellow Jackets, it's your fault, man.
Well, listen. Now we're talking a little Sith List podcast,
Put that on
guys.
you, Ricky Bobby.
Check it out every
Yes.
Thursday wherever podcasts are enjoyed. Just wanted to use the scrolling thing. There it is.
There it
Yeah,
is.
Okay.
absolutely.
Absolutely. So, okay, last thing, predictions. Randy, real quick, give it to me. Sock it to me.
Anakin Skywalker. He's gonna save Grogu.
Yes, thank you. Okay,
He's with the 501st.
he's with the 501st. I think that as well.
I don't
Noah?
care about anything else.
Hey, that's fine. Noah.
Okay, so I think we can see Luke, Grogu, Han, Ben Solo, Mace Windu. I think we're gonna see.
Dang, man.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I'm just kidding.
Oh no.
Mace Windu, huh?
No, a wild card.
Charted up Mace Windu.
A wild card. Well, okay. Did you see what Tamora was saying the other day? He thinks
That's true.
he should go fight Mace Windu. So I think he knows something we don't. So
Oh,
wild card Mace Windu is maybe the one. I don't know. Maybe we see Mace Windu in a flashback or something. I don't know. But I do think we're going to see Han. I think we're going to see Luke, Grogu, Kira.
oh my goodness,
And
I like
maybe
it.
Ben Solo. Maybe Ben
I
Solo
like
is
it.
hanging around, Han. Maybe at this time period, he's a kid. So
Right. Ooh, a little bit. How about King Tom, King of all pods?
Cobb Vanth, that Tuscan lady, both still alive, both show up. I think we get a shot involving Din and Boba kind of mirroring when Cobb and Din last year in the season 2 opener, flying together on the jetpacks. I think we see Boba and Din together in that way. Boba on a Rancor. And then the final end credit scene. I think there might be multiple, but the final one shows Slave One flying along Tatooine. The camera lets Slave One just go off into the sunset, pans over, and you see Obi-Wan Kenobi's hut. Fade to black.
Someone's doing some storyboarding here.
Whoa, that's a lot, man.
Someone's working on their fan fiction.
That was precise too.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Damn. Less predictions. We got yours. None, evidently.
Mm-hmm. Good. That
If
means
it ain't
it's gonna
broke,
be a
don't
great
fix
episode.
it.
It's
It's
going to
not
be a great
broke.
episode.
Do not fix it. I
gonna be a great
love
one.
all your expectations. I love everybody's speculations, but I really feel that we just might get a streamlined, calm fade to black. Simple as that.
I like that.
I like it.
That.
And last but not least, Convor Call. What do you say? Aubrey, ladies first. Go ahead.
What do I think is going to happen? I really liked a lot of what Tom said. But I do think that just because this TV show is so structurally odd, I do think we're going to get Luke and Han and Leia and just like a ton of people. Even if it takes away from Boba, I think that's going to happen. I think to lessen the punch, they might show up more near the end. But I think this is going to be the giant crazy episode, especially coming from these last two. Like all the Lucasfilm people, Tracy Knobio, a bunch of ILM people have hyped up these last 3 episodes. And so far, the past 2 have been mind-blowing.
Yeah,
And
right.
like, specifically, like Ming-Na said that this next one is like the best one. So
Oh my gosh.
I think
She said that?
all
Oh.
going
She said that?
So
Oh,
Timur Morrison said that too. Yeah.
Yeah, they both did. I think they both tweeted something out or had
It's
a
over
couple
now.
of
It's
quotes,
I have
yeah.
I have the best theory. I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Corey. Go ahead. Give it to me. Give it to me. Hey, thank you again.
If we're going off last week's episode, I feel like we'll see Luke, Grogu, Din Djarin, Boba Fett, Fennec, Cad Bane, Kira, Han Solo, Lando,
George
Cobb
Lucas.
Vanth, Ben Solo, George Lucas, Ahsoka, Anakin, Obi-Wan, General Grievous, Captain Rex, Commander Cody,
This is impressive right
R2-D2, C-3PO, Princess Leia, Rhoda the Hutt.
You already
Chewbacca.
said Princess Leia. You already
Yeah,
said
you're
it
looking
was.
at-
Two of them,
Are you,
man.
are you
Hey,
naming
those
all
are
your
toys, dude.
Are you
Both
naming your
versions.
toys? Is that what you're doing?
He's just looking around.
The
Just
Bad
looking
Batch,
around.
You'll
No.
see Lamp.
BB-8 lamp.
Lamp.
Corey's, I love Lamp. I love Cat.
I love that. Yeah. MacBook Pro.
Yeah, I think honestly,
Max
at the end of
Rebo.
the day, Max Rebo. Yeah, he's crawling somewhere, man.
No, Max Rebo. Max
He's
Rebo.
fine. He wasn't there that
He wasn't
night.
there.
No, Max Rebo should be called Fredo because he's pulling a Fredo right now. That dude was in on it. You know what? And,
totally.
you know what? And you brought that up again. I'm gonna have to do. How dare you, Max Rebo? How dare you?
I
I
hope
just love that Raj took time out of his day to make that.
No, I did
Yeah.
it. And let me tell you, I did it at work, and people were walking by. So what in the hell are you doing?
I want a Raj's job.
Oh,
That's
man.
the best stuff to do at work.
It really is.
Like the
you
most
feel like you're a
frivolous things.
professional podcaster or a professional YouTuber because I'm getting paid to do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
you guys
Hey,
know. Go
Real
ahead.
quick.
Yeah.
Real quick, I just want to say Vamos Argentina because I see someone from Argentina in the chat.
Is that right?
Yep.
Oh, that's phenomenal. That's great.
Messi's still number 3 in the world, though. I'm sorry, guys.
No, he's number 1. He's number 1.
He's all right, man.
You want to lose our
Anyway.
only Argentinian fan right now?
Sorry, man. Sorry. They got
Well
better
done.
players,
Les,
man. They're all good.
who's above? Who's above him?
Neymar, for sure.
Ronaldo and Neymar?
Ronaldo, he's old now, but it's okay. We're sorry. We're talking too much soccer now. Let's keep going. But hey, Yellow Jacket
Hashtag Max
soccer.
Rebo
Why
forever.
not? We all love football. Let's
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Exactly.
right.
Okay, I think we got everybody's take. Thank you guys so much for hanging out in the chat room. This was so much fun. We're gonna do it again whenever another live action something comes out. Noah's pointing at his cheater toys.
No, they're not cheater toys. They're fun toys. This is champion toys right here.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Hi, Nick.
Hey, no,
Love
look,
you,
the
Nick. We love you all, buddy. We love
Angels
you, buddy.
wouldn't know. The Angels wouldn't know about it.
No, actually, you're right. They wouldn't know. Randy, where can people find you? You know what? You can
They
find
can
Randy.
find me on this show right now that's happening, and a
and what else?
podcast that also happens that has the same name.
That's right.
Boy.
The Sith List, not syphilis, like I always say.
Oh,
You can find me at the Sith List. Corey, Aubrey, where can people find you?
You can find me at Satellite Tides on Twitter and Instagram, as well as our show/podcast that we're going to start heading into podcasting season at the Convoy Call or at Convoy Call. Yeah. How about?
And you guys are going to be on in about an hour or so, correct? Yeah. So check them out. It's an amazing pre-show, and then check them out for the after show because there's going to be a lot to talk about. That's for sure.
Yeah,
So check them
absolutely.
out.
If I do it.
You can just find me around. I'll be here.
Okay.
So.
there we
No
go.
need to really dig. I'm just around.
Right. Yeah, you'll be
around here.
around. Round and round. Noah Outlaw, where can people find you?
You can follow me on Twitter at Outlaw Noah, on Instagram at The Outlaw Noah. And I'm gonna do a reaction tonight. It's gonna be on Apollo HOU's YouTube channel. So look.
Oh,
for
cool.
That. So it's gonna be exciting. So if you look for that, it'll be out tonight, late probably. I don't know when. It's it's gonna be one of those nights. So and then I'll be on Convoy Call as well. So talking
Awesome.
Pre-show and after show. So it's gonna be fun times.
Fantastic. And John Wim, thank you. You can say F you to me anytime you want. And then also Two-Thirds Nerds, thank you so much. Two-Thirds.
If I got
Nerds,
$5 every time someone said "f you," I mean, like they can say it as much as they want. Like that's
Yeah.
cool.
Right. Exactly.
Thanks to
I
everyone
absorbed
for
a bunch
showing
of
up.
insults
We had
for
a
sure. No, just
nice little group tonight.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
had a great group. We're over 100 people in here talking
oh
Star
my
Wars.
gosh, man.
Talking Book of Boba Fett. Phenomenal. We had a great time. We're going to do this more. It was awesome. Les, where can people find you watching Yellow Jackets, buddy?
Man, I can't believe you guys watched it. I'm sorry, y'all, if I'm such a simp and a stand for that show, but it's a great show. What's
It
up,
is.
Fernando? I saw some other soccer names get
buddy.
thrown out there, and I'm sorry to I didn't mean to start that wildfire, but you can find me on Twitter at Los478 and also on this awesome YouTube channel. As long as we do this thing, this is great. And also on the Sith List podcast. Have a lot of fun.
Yes, guys. Every Thursday. It's pretty much this.
I think we're preaching to the choir at this point.
a lot
Raj.
worse.
For
Yeah,
some
that's
of,
true.
some of them, we really appreciate the fact that we've been able to stick together. I just have to say that right now.
Yeah, it's been great.
I'm really touched, in all honesty.
Yeah, I am too. I just not that emotional. King Tom Chansky, King of All Pods. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter trying to explain how Kenny Baker and Grogu cannot fit into our at Tom Chansky.
Oh, that would have been great, though. That was a great visual.
Man.
And I think that's it. But guys, thanks again. This was amazing. What a great time. Enjoy the show, guys. It's going to be a good one, no matter what happens or doesn't happen. I'm sure people are going to be talking about it tomorrow. For everyone, enjoy the show, and we'll see you next time.
Good night, but not goodbye.
Hey, it's us again.